Alright, welcome back to the channel. Max Tornow here, coming to you from beautiful 2021 here in the Austrian Alps. No snow here yet, but I want to talk about how exactly can you run your online coaching business from your phone. How exactly does that work? So at the end of the video, you have a little bit better of an understanding of how so many of our clients are able to just work from their phones or laptops while traveling, while being at home, while being wherever they want. And this is especially important for you if you're seeking to maybe do something on the side that you could do next to your 9-to-5 job that you can eventually transition into. This is especially important for you if you like the idea of being your own boss and you want to be able to work location independently and also time independently. So that being said, let's get started.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a meaningless dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money while not having to worry that you could get fired? My name is Max Tornow and I've attained that freedom and I've attained that security. No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you, so here's to your freedom.
Alright, so the first point is, how exactly can you even get your business started from your phone, from your laptop? How can you get your own clients? And the cool thing here is what we teach our beginner clients, meaning anybody that is, from $0 to $10,000 a month. How exactly can they acquire their first clients without having to have a big social media brand, without needing paid advertising or something along those lines? Well, what we teach is direct outreach, right? Direct outreach method. That's a very simple method. It's also the cheapest method to acquire your first clients because it doesn't cost you any money and it is, as the name suggests, direct outreach. The good thing about that is you basically go the most direct way to your potential client. You message them, you talk a little bit about what their issues are in the respective field that you could be coaching. You find out what they need, you find out what their goals are, and then obviously you say the right things. This is also something that we teach in our beginner programs, how to make people excited about working together with them. You get them on a phone call, and you tell them what it would cost to work with you, what exactly the end result is that you could deliver them, and so on and so forth. And for that, well, you don't need an office, you don't need to have a team, you don't need to have a big social media presence. You literally just need your phone and obviously an internet connection. If you're like me, I'm more of a type person, so I do work a lot from my laptop as well, but theoretically I'm working from my phone. And now here's the cool thing, because a lot of people say, that's the second point, a lot of people say like, okay Max, you're talking about making 10K a month and so on and so forth as a coach, but then I have to coach these people. What does the coaching aspect actually look like? And if I look at that, how I'm coaching my clients, and I'm obviously having way more clients than you probably, I'm literally doing everything from my phone when it comes to coaching. How does that even work? Well, what you have to realize is when you coach people, you don't have to hold their hand the entire time, and you don't have to be on the phone with them the entire time. These people are going to be busy implementing the tips that you give them. So it's more like you're acting more like a cornerstone where your clients reach out to you and say, hey, I finished the homework, I finished a task, or hey, I have a quick question, can you help me with that? And then basically you take your phone out. What I usually do is I either jump on a call with them, you can also implement a weekly touch point with your clients, or you just reply to them via WhatsApp, voice messages, you type back, you give them a quick call, whichever you prefer, whichever they prefer. So even So even if you have, let's say, a dozen clients or 24 clients, you don't have to be on your phone the entire time. You can also say, hey, 2-3 times a day I'm going to check my phone, reply to everything, and then I go back to taking a walk in the woods, or whichever it is that you want to be doing. So again, the main point here is, if you have a proper structure set up in your coaching process, which is also what we teach our beginner clients, you do not have to worry about being on the phone coaching people non-stop, because again, these people are busy executing and you serve merely as a cornerstone. You can also hold them accountable. You can say, hey, I'm going to reach out to you once a day in the evening to make sure you've been doing your exercises, to make sure you've been doing this and that, depending on what your niche is, obviously.
Good job! Woo! Woo!
And here's the crazy part. Let's say you're making your 10,000, maybe 20,000 a month. You can do that completely by yourself. You don't need to have a big team yet. You don't need to have an office or anything from that. You can literally do that completely by yourself. If you then still choose to say, you know what, I want to scale. I want to get more clients. I want to make 50K a month, 100K a month. Okay, maybe then, actually let's walk over there because I don't want to walk uphill. Yeah, I'm not going to walk up that hill. Maybe then you say, okay, let me make a couple key hires. And the interesting part about that is you're still going to manage most of it via your phone. If I look at my business now, we're making multiple 7 figures a year right now. We're scaling up to multiple 8 figures a year. Well, first we want to crack the 8-figure year, and then we want to make multiple 8 figures a year. Mark my words, I'm actually gonna rewind back to this video a couple of years from now. Even here, I'm getting more and more into a management position where basically I'm managing my team from my phone. I literally just got a message now from an assistant of mine asking me about the flights that she needs to book, and I just reply back via WhatsApp voice message. Maybe I have hired a co-coach that helps me deliver perfect results to my clients. So that coach then says, hey, we have client so-and-so, client has this and that issue, what should we do? And then boom, I reply back. I have a visuals team, for example, who are editing videos like this. They're gonna send me the video and say, hey, you know, have a quick look. We're not sure about this and that cut. I can look at that. I can literally manage my entire multiple 7-figure business from my phone. And that then allows me, as the owner of that whole spiel, to say, hey, you know, let's go snowboarding because we want to go snowboarding somewhere, or hey, let's go fly somewhere warmer. A friend of mine is in Dubai right now enjoying his life there, by the way. Shout out Marcus. Greetings, buddy. And that's how things work. So technology has really allowed us to get in touch with our clients or with our team in an instant. And that makes it so beautiful because you can be in a different time zone. You can be in a different country. You can be in a different climate zone. You can instantly get in touch with other people. And here's the beautiful thing. That's good for you. I've talked a lot about how that is good for you because it's very convenient and you're no longer bound to a location or a specific time. But let's talk about your clients because it's actually really good for them as well. Why is it so good for your clients? Well, back in the days, before the 2020 pandemic hit, for example, lots of people had to drive to the personal trainer, to their consultant, to their so-and-so coach. They had to physically get in a car, drive there, meet them there at a specific time, at a specific date. They probably had to ask all the questions then, and that was it. That's very inconvenient for the end consumer, for the client as well. Well, nowadays, when they have someone like you as an online coach or as an online consultant, now they can work together with you on a long-term basis and you're much more reachable. And that's a beautiful thing. And if you then care a lot about your clients, it's even more of a win for them. So it's the same for me. Like, I don't mind if a client messages me at 11 p.m. because they're in a different time zone. Maybe they're even in the same time zone and they have an issue with something. They're, hey Max, can you help me with this? Can you help me with this? I'm like, yeah, sure. By the way, look at this beautiful view here. Nice. I love it. So that's a win-win for the client. Same goes for Christmas. I didn't mind replying to my clients on Christmas. Who cares? It doesn't take me much time and effort, especially if you have an expertise where you just are able to knock out your expertise in your sleep. Client always wins. And on top of that, clients can also work with you on a long-term basis because you can be in touch with them depending on what type of programs our clients sign up for. They get several months, several weeks, sometimes even a year or longer of just ongoing support from us. And that's a very beautiful thing because that way we can make sure that they're actually progressing. They can make sure, that they're actually reaching their goals and not feeling like they're being left alone or falling into the water like I almost did. So it's a win-win-win for everybody. Careful here, don't fall into the water. Absolutely beautiful. So that being said, if this excites you, this video was a little bit more hey, don't walk on the ice. If this video was a little bit more of a nonchalant style here, but if this excites you and you say, hey, this sounds beautiful, I have a phone, I have internet connection, I wanna get started literally from scratch, then you can book a free consultation call with us. I'm gonna put a link down in the description below. You click on that link, it brings you to a page. Read through the page because it's important information for you, and at the bottom of that page you fill out the application. You can book the exact date and time when you want us to call you. Call is entirely for free, no international cost. And I'm going to tell you one thing right away. If you think that call is going to be some random mainstream generalized info, then you're wrong. We're actually very known to be very direct, and we're also known to only be talking about implementable steps. So it's a very valuable call. I strongly recommend you doing that if you're serious about getting started with your own online coaching or online service providing business. So yeah, like I said, link down in the description below. We have limited spots because the call will be with a real person, not with an automated bot or something like that. But if the link still works, it lets you through, it means we still have a spot open for you. So signing off now. We really hope nobody's going to fall into the cold water here. Signing off now. Thank you very much, and talk soon.
I did close another client this morning, bringing my month total to $9,531 US, which is the most money I've ever made in a month in my life. I'm feeling the 10K, you know? Anyway, thank you so much. Just a little update. I'll also post the stats and stuff that I've got for the month. Yeah, thank you.